Welcome to episode number 15 of his Madden 20 Green Packers franchise series. And today we are playing the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC Championship game. They're 10-6, we're 16-0. Vinny J, as you can see right about there, right, Lombardi Trophy. He already won one, but I seen before like someone had won and he didn't win it. So I think after the first season you had to have a Lombardi Trophy back there if you win it or lose it. And I didn't. So the second year you don't win it, then it stays at 1, but if you do win it, it goes to 2. But you will have 1 after season 1, regardless if you win the Super Bowl or not, I guess. Because I see Lombardi Trophy was like that for a person that lost in the Super Bowl. So yeah. As last week in the division round, Rodgers won NFC Player of the Week for, it says week 19, because it's the second week of the playoffs, but really it's the division round weekend. So we are the second one. Usually the NFC Championship game is first. I think in 2018 the NFC Championship game was first, but usually it's the AFC Championship game first. So we're the second one. I'm not sure. I forgot what the other two teams are, but we'll find out who won that game and who the winner of this game will be playing in the Super Bowl 55 in Tampa Bay. Really, if it's Tampa Bay, it should be Tampa Bay. Should be the Tampa Bay in this game, I think. But I've seen sometimes where Super Bowl 55 was in Miami again, but in real life it's in Tampa Bay, so. Skip/simulate training, play the full game. I only played the most for the game that I filmed off camera, which is, I filmed 5 regular season games, so that's, the majority of them I have. So they're higher overall. They do not have, Elliott, according to my offensive coordinator. The top players are Byron Jones, Marcus Lawrence, and Zach Martin, and one's an offensive lineman. So for us, we have Adams, Rodgers, and Bakhtiari. Right out, hands, let's do it. I'm not sure when the next Madden 20 video will be the Super Bowl. If we win it, and if we lose, then most likely the Pro Bowl. So if we lose, this is probably not going to be the last episode unless no one makes the Pro Bowl. But I assume maybe Vinny J, the coach, makes it, or Rodgers, or something. It says Elliott's playing, but my offensive coordinator said he's not playing. And maybe like someone else, but we're probably gonna have Vinny J as a coach in the Pro Bowl. Maybe a player. Hopefully at least one player. Let's watch a presentation. John the Coachman. I thought it was the N championship, but it still says N playoffs. I think it says that for the playoffs. A playoffs is the AFC playoffs, or N if it's the NFC playoffs. Oh, and the next video will be that's basically the last episode of this series. Yep, because really if I go into season 3, it's going to be hard to complete it. Especially, Madden starting to we're going to play the Jets or the Chargers. Dash sees Packers in career mode, and then Vinny J's Buccaneers and face the franchise 1, both of them against Chargers. And that apparently they have John Gruden. Because really Jason Garrett, contract expired, so they didn't re-sign him like they did in real life, but they have John Gruden. Apparently the Raiders, his contract was over and they didn't re-sign him, or he got fired, I guess. Let's see where turn middle. Let's do it. And yeah, we're gonna be facing the winner is gonna play the Chargers in the Super Bowl 55, I think, or in real life it's in Tampa Bay, and this game should be in Tampa Bay. And they won 28-21 over the Jets. I mean, that's like the weakest NFC Championship game. 7-8-1 versus an 8-18. 8-8, is that what kind of seed is that? I don't know. And Nick Mull's our backup, by the way. Remember, if we lose, I mean, this will not be the last episode unless we have no one in the Pro Bowl. But really, I'm probably gonna play the Pro Bowl regardless if we have no one in it. So, you know, there's only if we lose this game, then the next episode, which will be the last episode, will be the Pro Bowl. If we win, then the last episode will be Super Bowl 55. It should be in Team of Bay. I'm not exactly sure though. Well, in real life, it's in Team of Bay, but I'm not sure if this game has it in Team of Bay. It should be though. Yeah, David Bakhtiari, Allen Jennings, Torrey Lindsley, Matt Teller, who we got from the Bills via trade, Adams, Williams, Jones, Graham, and I believe Stanton. And that is caught. 9 yards to Adams, 3rd down and 1. Inside zone spot. Let's do it. But I'll just see if it works. And that, oof, that first down. First down by about a hair. I mean, that's a 7-8 and 1. That could be the 5 and 60. I mean, that's never happened. There's been a 4 host of sits. And that was also. There's been a 4 host and assists in the conference championship game, but there's never been a 5 host and assists. But that could have happened because in 2018, Chargers hasn't won the division though. I'm not sure though. I think I don't know the Broncos. I think the Broncos did. I know they did one for franchise, for remote or face the franchise. I think the Broncos won. I think that was a Chargers number 5, then the 5 seed, and then the Jets were the 6 seed. So I think the 5 just right there hosted the 6. It never happened in real life. There's been a 4 that hosted a 6, but there's never been a 5 that hosted a 6 in the conference championship game. But I didn't see down there it does say N championship. Well, it said that for divisional when I did it. Here we go. Circle. Allison beat his man. He beat Byron Jones. Touchdown Packers. No one on the team. And the Packers, I mean, they should have, in my opinion, they should have drafted a receiver that catches because they only have Adams. They didn't re-sign Graham. They released or didn't re-sign Allison, so that I only think there's like Kumaro, Adams, I guess there's Stanton, but really, I mean, they needed a receiver that can catch because it seems like Allison was like Mr. Invisible in the final like half of the season last year. That's what, and then Graham, well, he was kind of Mr. Invisible as well. That's what. So now they don't really only have like Kumaro, Stanton, and Adams. Here we go. 4:42 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Packers in the 2020 NFC Championship game. Here it's 2021, but they go for the season when it starts. This is 2020, and it's a touchback. Later today should be the next episode of my Baylor Jr. Road to the Show series. And then tomorrow, Jack Thornton Road to the Show series. And then Tuesday should be next episode of my Henry Down Road to the Show series. Wednesday, Rod Dealey. I'm not sure after that though. I'm thinking maybe like rotation franchise, because we're on 4th of July playing the Cubs in Chicago, so pitcher's a little bad. So I'm not sure after Rod Dealey on. And yeah, now he's holding his like rib cage on his right side. So I think that was a 5 host and assist in the AFC Championship game, as he's probably done because when you see them run off the field, they're usually done. If you see them on the sideline, they usually come back, but they don't have Elliott. I don't know if he's hurt or not. If he's not playing, I doubt it. I think he's hurt. So now they have, I think, like the 3rd string running back. Probably once Elliott got hurt, they signed one or something, or got one, but not really sure. They probably got one via free agency or probably via free agency because it's probably past week 8, which is the trade deadline. So this is basically, I would call it If they got one more, which they had to, I thought they were holding 3 running backs before Elliott. So this is their second string running back. And here we go. It's second string running back Jamal Williams. Denzel Williams, our third string running back, is our kick returner, and Jamal Williams, the second string running back, is our punt returner. So maybe they had 3 running backs. So we do. I'm not sure if they do, but they only had 2. They probably signed one via free agency. But really, that's the second string running back. You could set third, I guess, because really Elliott's their first. And that is the Shanlin down to the 37, first down. I mean, there's literally their running back on the first play just got hurt. And he's probably not coming back because when you see him run into the tunnel, usually they don't come back unless like, everyone gets hurt. And some glitches happen if everyone gets hurt, but really I doubt that's gonna happen. What a throw! Graham actually no, he dropped it. Yeah, that's why they released him. Is that happened and all that. Maybe I think that was during when they played the 49ers in Sunday Night Football. I think that the one he dropped, I think should have been a catch, but they didn't challenge it, or they didn't call it a catch on the field, and the Packers didn't challenge it. And there's Williams. Running back down to the 16, 4 for 8, 113 yards, 1 touchdown, 2:40 to go in the first quarter, and counting. Williams, 21 yards. Here we go. And yeah, I tried to do it, but it didn't really work. And out route, and that is caught! And that is out at the 1. First down, but not a touchdown. First and over, and the Cowboys won. And a minute 40 to go in the first quarter, and counting. 7-0 Packers. Here we go. Throws it. Stevenberg, touchdown! 13-0 Packers. Hopefully 14-0 Packers, paying the extra point. Wind is 8 miles per hour, blowing from left to right. Here's Crosby, who takes our field goals and extra points. And our kicker, J.K. Scott, that's our kickoffs. And then a holder for extra points. So yeah, Mason Crosby, our kicker, does extra points and field goals. Our punter, J.K. Scott, does kickoffs. And probably free kicks as well, after safety, if we get to that point. And then our backup quarterback, sorry, on my finger, is Nick Moles. He's our holder for extra points and field goals. So let's do it. Just doing that over just in case the something was cut off. So here we go. We're taking it again. 14-0 Packers. Minute 37 down the first quarter. Winner plays the Chargers in Super Bowl 55. We're not in Tampa Bay, and it's saying it might not be Tampa Bay. I'm not for sure though. That's a butt slant 3. That's here we go. And that is a user sack. James Jansen, our cornerback. Loss of 9, 7 down 19. Weber goes, I believe, nowhere. There's the Cowboys offense with a minute to go in the first quarter and counting. Offensive line. Amari Cooper might. Here we go. Now 45 seconds in on the first quarter and counting. 3rd and 19 from the 26. They get to their own 45 for a first. And that is gonna be caught for Prescott's first throw, 1 for 1, negative 3 yards. Let's go with the squeeze block, because I never blocked the punt before. Let's try to do a savage. The guy blocked me, number 30. Here we go, Williams, let's go. Oh, I spun the wrong way. Like 3 seconds to go in the first quarter. We take over at our own 29. Let's go with I thought that was mesh, but it's not. Hopefully it's one of the auto choices. No, it's a PAY dread wheel though. Last play of the first quarter, here we go. And wide open is Adams. Foot race. The guy misses him over the NFC Championship logo. Touchdown, Packers! On the final play of the first quarter. Right now, PA2, they made it 21-0 after one quarter of play. And the score after one period play is the Packers 21 and the Cowboys 0. And shift direction means we're taking the other way because we switch ends because it's a new quarter. Here's Tom, former Packer, signed with the Cowboys via free agency. And he's still on, I'm not sure what he signed. Might have signed a one-year contract and re-signed, or signed a 2-year contract or longer. And we're not doing Amos, and it looks like his zone's about. Well, I tried to dive and the 4 rushes, 12 yards for that guy. Let's go with, what is something where a safety blitz or something? Concept, man, blitz. And I think this is one where he's blitzing. Yeah, he is blitzing. The only guy I have is there's man for 2 receivers, and then the set and safety. I don't know which time. It has a zone, and that is a good tackle actually, but that's going to be 4 yards and a first down. Free safety blitz, so it's the other. No, yeah, I'm blitzing, and then we have 4 guys and man, and the safety up top has a zone. But really, it's a man blitz. And yeah, that's about 12 yards. So Prescott, yeah, 12 yards. 2 or 2, 9 yards. It's only 9 to do that -3 to start the play. That's now like user Lowry, and that ball is almost intercepted. Prescott 2 for 3, 9 yards. Now his first pass was -3 yards. Second one was 12 yards. Second down 10 from their own 47. Ball is being snapped on the Packers logo midfield, and that is about a 2-foot throw incomplete. Let's go with OLB Fire 2. 4:15 to go in the center quarter. 21-0 Packers. Winner plays the Chargers in Super Bowl 55. It should be in Tampa Bay. They're running it, and they wrap them up at 3 yards at the 50. It's like 4th down and 6 in the midfield. Throw a straight right. See if I blocked it with 3:48 to go in the center quarter and counting. Here we go, and it's a perfect, but yeah, it's an angle punt, and now we're out of bounds. Is a touchback? No, sort of. It's out at 18. Touchback would have been at the 20 if it's under NFL rules. XFL, I mean, I like that. I mean, there's one issue. They ended the season. They said most likely they'll do like the full 2021 season, but now I think the XFL is done. So it only went like what 60 weeks or something. I think it would have been right about now. I think. Around this time or this upcoming week, there would have been a championship if the XFL continued, and that is should have been deflected. He's 7 for 12, 207 yards, 3 touchdowns. There's a big difference between Prescott. I think 2 for 4 with 9 yards, or 2 for 5 or something. We have 1 rushing yard. Here we go. Graham, good catch to their 49, and in this world, we still have Graham. We do not have Kevin Kin. I traded for him also with the kicker. I think a 4th round, 5th. Not sure. I think a 1st round pick for a cornerback from the Pirate. There's where's Jones? But yeah, from the Steelers, I got a 73 overall, like wide receiver, or his overall is in the yellow, standing for a cornerback. And like a 5th round pick or a 4th round pick. I can't remember what pick it is. And that ball is caught by Stanley and down to the 9, 1st and goal. So yeah, and also Dave, our center contender, but I don't really want him. His overall is in the orange at 68. Plus Kevin Tanner was but we still have a Alexander and a Jackson. So, and then we have those wide receiver and then the cornerback, both like a 73 overall. Or their overall I knew was in the yellow, and then a 5th round pick. So really, I mean, that was like the only try I completed in this like. I think this is this season, but this series because this is our second and final year. You might want you could finish it, but the thing is, I don't really want to do it. Now there's a touchdown for Stanley. And it's 27-0 Panthers, hopefully 28-0 Panthers, depending on the extra point. Minute 56 to go in the first half. Booth review apparently. It was a scoring play and it's under 2 minutes left in the half. Either way, if there wasn't, it would still be a booth review because it was a scoring play. Challenge 100 booth. I'm not sure. The referees were wearing the long sleeve shirt, and now they're apparently wearing the short sleeve shirt. And it's the same animation every time it's a challenge, no matter what they're wearing. Receiver had possession. Yeah, that the 2 feet down, but it's 2 feet or another body part other than the hands. But really, he never fell to the ground. Should be a touchdown though. Yes, it is. Because it still says 27 on the board, and it says PAT, which is the announcement. I don't get why. I don't know why before he announces it like the. Why is the play clock running? I don't get that. Sometimes the game clock, when it's supposed to run, it runs. I don't know why it does that before they do the announcement. And extra points drill, 28-0 Panthers, minute 56 to go in the first half. And I mean, I know why. Yeah, Prescott. Yeah, he's 2 for 4 with 9 yards, 50%. I know I'm crazy, but I mean, I'm gonna. Then I go to possession, 71-yard touchdown to Randall Cobb. They did a 55-yard punt. What the heck? I think that's not actually a netted 55-yard punt, I think. Or unless it was blocked. But really, it wouldn't. Here we go. That's Jones! Timeout. 59 seconds it up to their 48. As I'm going to start doing that super sim then. Because I just don't want to. I don't want to have this video really long, but we're going to play the rest of the half, and then here we go, circle! Oh, there's a quarterback back there! It's incomplete. That was the Stevensburg. Says he punt for netted at 55 yards for a touchback. How does he take the ball netted at 55 yards? That's at their 49, so netted at 55 yards would be in the end zone. And that's actually supposed to be 55 yards, not 5 yards. Should be 55 yards, not netted at 55 yards. Yeah, here we go. 2nd and 10 from their 48, 53 seconds to go, up by 28. 2 timeouts to go. Left to use. And so square, it's gone. It's not on the NFC Championship logo. Turn it up. sitting on its vertical, under 30 seconds to play in the first half. Triangle! Oh, it's deflected down. 23 seconds to go. Let's go with Dunn. Let's go with mountain wide cross. Here we go. Here we go, and it's caught by 18. Not COWBOYS. He's on the pack. On the Cowboys. And with 17 seconds to go, first and goal from the 10. Here we go. And yeah. Full sentence to know, it's center and goal from the 1. I mean the 22. So we have to go to the end zone here. Because if it's on play, we have to basically spike it quickly. We don't have to rush the field goal, you know, but you can't really do that in this game for some reason. Run! Wide open! Busted coverage number 24, touchdown for Devontae Adams. That's 34-0. Hopefully 35-0. Nathan Husby can make the extra point. With 8 seconds to play in the first half. And we're probably going to sim the third quarter. I know I'm crazy, and for the Super Bowl I want to do this, but because because I mean we scored 35 points in our quarter. I mean, or really in our quarter we scored 28. So we're gonna play the rest of this half, and then we're gonna sim the third quarter, and then we're gonna play the whole. Then we're only gonna play offense. Then we're gonna play the key moments for the fourth quarter. So yeah, we're gonna sim the third quarter entirety of it, and then we're gonna play the moments for the fourth quarter, and then hopefully it doesn't go to overtime. If it does get that close, then now I'll play the full game, but it shouldn't get that close. 4 seconds to go in the first half. It probably just don't need it. I don't know though. Let's go Storm Brave 1, but doesn't matter. Let's just running like a madman. And they need it, and we're at halftime. The scores: the Panthers 35 and the Cowboys 0. And let's listen in to Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports halftime report.
He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the Battle of the Sea. You will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the LA Chargers who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden. All right, Coach, thank you.
I think they did the ball. A 14-yard reception. Halfway through, 8-yard reception to Johnson. 10-2, 5 yards from Allison. Allison must have really done end around. Stanton, 3-yard reception. Sat for Lewis, loss of 5 yards. 3rd and 12, 10-yard reception for Stanton. 4th and 2, and the field goal by Nathan Crosby, 29 yards is good. Not good. We're still at 35. Not sure. I have to chat about that after the quarter ends, which should end very soon. Incomplete pass, minute 12 to go. 3rd and 7, 9-yard reception to Cooper. 1st and 10. Now it's 7 down and 4 from Dallas' 49. Another 6-yard reception or rush. Another rush. 7 and 6. 5 receptions. 3rd down and 1 with 10 seconds to go. 2-yard rush. 1st down. But now it's end of the quarter. In the quarter. They're driving is. I think if I could, the only way to really do it, not the fourth quarter, but where does it say? I thought it said that Mason Crosby 29-yard field goal was blocked. 216 left, so apparently it was blocked. So now we're gonna play the we're gonna play all the important moments. You can play team moments, play full game, play all offense, we're gonna play the team moments. First down 10, 5-yard reception. I'm not sure what the camera shifted. Incomplete pass. Third down 5. We're not in a team moment. Cooper's got a 7-yard reception. Incomplete pass thrown away from Prescott. 19-yard reception to the 4 by Gallup. We're not netted 2-yard rush by Weep, so now it's 2nd and goal. 6-yard rush down to the 1. 3rd and 1 apparently, and they did a touchdown. And the extra point is good from their kicker, and it's 35-7. Tipped off by Chris Jones. Touchback to apparently not sure why a cornerback's our receiver or returner. Negative 3-yard rush by Jones. 3rd and 10. 5-yard rush. 4th and 5. 51-yard punt from J.K. Stott. Fair catch by Randall Cobb. Sacked by Smith. And then Smith's injured. Great. Now it's 3rd down and 7. Huge 3rd down. Incomplete pass. We did the ball back. And we're going to cancel the sim. As I'm not sure why. I mean, I put on moments, but not putting me in any moments. So we're going to hop in at 3:45 to go in the fourth quarter. So we haven't scored any points in a quarter and a half so far in the 2nd half. But that's the computer. And what a spin move! And we have scored points in the 2nd half. Touchdown Packers. Not bad. I'll do the PAT, and then we're going to go back into the key moments. But I might just like cancel the sim just in case. Probably for the last like minute of the game, but we're not. If they have the ball, or if we have the ball, so we can be on the field actually when we win. That was a 1-play drive. As we're gonna go back into the Super Sim. We're gonna test some play options. We're gonna play the moments, play all the important moments. 73-yard kick by J.J. Stott. Touchback to not Randall Cobb. 25-yard reception to Gallup. My goodness. To the 50 is athlete. 11-yard reception by Cooper. Pass knocked away by middle linebacker. I think we drafted Cobb 17 yards. 5-yard reception for the tight end. Now it's, I think Winston retired. And 13-yard reception down to the 2 for Cooper. 2-yard rush for a touchdown for. They have both touchdowns. Extra point is good. And 74-yard kick by, I believe they're, punter. Denzel Williams, our 3rd running back for catch. Rush by Jones. We're getting some run time. Penalty against Bellata for 10 yards, probably holding. So now it is 3rd down. 7, I guess. I'm not sure. Sack. And 4th down and 15. 40-yard punt by J.K. Stott. 6-yard return from Randall Cobb. 7-yard reception. Incomplete pass. 3rd down and 3. Pass dropped by Leader. And 42-yard punt. We're going to hop in right about now because there's 1:20 to go as we take over from our own 6, up 42-14. I'm not going to do any of the simming for the Super Bowl, by the way. Which next episode will be Super Bowl 55 against the Chargers. Should be in Tampa Bay, but I'm not exactly sure. I seen before they put Super Bowl 54 and 5 in Miami, but I don't know. But we're definitely playing the Chargers in Super Bowl 55 wherever it is. And that is another touchdown. So I mean, I copped in twice in the 2nd half, and we have 2 plays, 2 touchdowns, and 2 touchdowns to Devontae Adams. And the extra point from Crosby, 33 yards, is good. And it's 49-14 Packers. 1 play, 94 yards, a dozen seconds long. I know there's 1:08 left. We're gonna play the rest of the game. No 7, there's only a minute left. Kick off middle. Randall Cobb's back there. The kickoff return. Former Packers signed with the Cowboys via free agency. And yeah, it is return for. Taken at the 3 by Cobb, and he did tackle at their own 23-yard line with 63 seconds to play in the game. Apparently he's an injured player because I just was offside after the kickoff. No charge timeout. I didn't really see an injury though. That is caught by Cooper up to 32. He's 21-31, 192 yards for Prescott. He's having Simmons, but he has no touchdowns. 2 touchdowns for the Cowboys were from their running back Mike Leake or something, or their running back. I know that. And that is caught by Tom, first down to the 41. Over 200 passing yards, and yet usually that won't happen. So it looks like, yeah, Green has a bruised shoulder. I'm not sure. Substitute Amos. I don't know why they have a 62 that we're playing. Yeah, substitute Amos. And either way, there's only half a minute to go in the game. We're gonna control Lowry. 15 seconds to go. This should be the last play. Both teams have all 3 timeouts, and that is up to the 43. That should do it, though. They're not hurrying up or calling a timeout. 8 receptions, 57 yards, and the Packers are going. And the Packers. Plot is really frozen. I have to pick a play. It's frozen on. And the Packers are going to Super Bowl 55 to play the Chargers, and that should be in Tampa Bay. We're going 49-14 over the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game. We move on to play the Chargers in Super Bowl 55, and that game should be in Tampa Bay. I'm not exactly sure though. We know if it is. I'm not sure if it's in Tampa Bay in this game. It should be though. I don't know though. But what you'll find on the next episode, well, it should be. I think the earliest it's gonna be, I think, is probably Thursday, but probably it's gonna be next weekend. So about a week from now. And then you'll see the NFC Championship game, and hopefully the Super Bowl for Vinny Kuruma and Face the Franchise. And after this, there's only 5 more Madden 20 videos, but it's probably not the last. Those 5 will probably the last one will probably be mid-May. I mean, I've seen some like for Madden 18 and 19 like a month before, but it's like July. And that's really the state of baseball season. So really, you don't see Madden 20 go until mid-May. So really, that's only 2-month difference. So, and then obviously Madden 21, which I'm gonna turn in, I guess, this game. And then and we'll be the show 19, or not turn in, but sell this game, Madden 20, and we'll be the show 19, and I think the NBA 2K 19, because I have obviously NBA 2K 20, and obviously I don't have Madden 21 when I did it. Well, if it should turn out normal, and this game came out early August, so I mean really I didn't. Yoba Pizza was only about a 3-week difference between when Madden 19 when he stopped his path out series in Madden 19 and started Madden 20. And then Madden 18 and 19 was about a month, but between Madden 19 and 20 it was about 2 weeks. Oh, that's how much closing the board to this episode with the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm gonna see you in episode number 16 of his Madden 20 Green Bay Packers franchise series. See you in episode number 16, which will be Super Bowl 55 versus the Chargers in Tampa Bay. Or not, I'm not that. So actually, I ran out of time, but I'm gonna do the closing then. Sorry about that. You thought I was ending the video, but actually it's not. I'm gonna do the closing. This camera ends if the clip gets to 12 minutes and 45 seconds, so it did. So we're gonna start again. Okay, that's how we're closing. Okay, that's how we're closing. Take 2. Next episode. Okay, that's how we're closing. No board. Take 2. Or okay, that's how we're closing. And by the way, the board, it's in the Studio 3, aka the office. I mean, I had to put it up, and then I would move the camera over. I'm gonna actually try that maybe for the video later. I just don't know how to get it right now. Okay, that's how we're closing. Take 2. If you like this episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm going to see you in episode number 16 of this Madden 20 Green Bay Packers franchise series. See you in episode number 16, which will be Super Bowl 55, most likely in Tampa Bay, against the Chargers. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time, and eat a lot of bacon and go Pat go.